My name is Cypher Morrison, and this is This Week in Car Audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. This Week in Car Audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. We'll be talking about bass, talking about chips, talking about rings. You ain't got them, zip your lip. You got a problem you haven't found, check your grounds. The show about to start. Tune in, 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 tune in. This Week in Car Audio. Yeah. Tune in. This Week in Car Audio.
Welcome to This Week in Car Audio with your host, the Judge, Doug Stockton, co-hosted by internet sensation, superstar on the mic, Mr. Jeffrey Fernandez. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, Doug. Nothing much. Another Monday, trying to beat the heat. We've reached our what people know as the dog days of summer out here in Texas, where it's like triple digits. It's gonna be all week triple digits.
Well, it was 107 at our show on Saturday.
Wow.
So it was warm.
Holy.
But we had to give out our $500. It was.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good
stuff.
Yeah. Benjamin Barnett, his system kept failing on him. Kept trying to get back into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you find out exactly what happened, or was it something below? Or I think I did read something on Facebook. It was his DSP or something. Right?
So what he told me was his DSP failed on him. Let's see here. Bam. What am I get? I gotta get this. Gotta get our things going on here. Bam. All right. Oops. That's not what I want to do. I need to pull that out. There we go. Yeah, he said not necessarily at least not he said DSP, but he said the Jose Ramos Sr. made it in. They drove all the way out from Oakland to Fresno. That was cool to see them out there. Let me get my YouTube one going. But he said his Bluetooth dongle kept popping out. Nick Cimino popping in.
Hey.
Yeah, his Bluetooth dongle kept popping out of the socket, and because it did that, obviously he'd have disconnected from the audio source, and disconnected from the audio source is really bad when you're trying to play music. So
yeah, I think he started off in like 163 or something.
Yeah, I think it was like 62.8 or something like that. But yeah, it was way up there. So, but yeah, he came out. I mean, that Hearst ain't no joke.
I've seen it.
You've seen it, huh? Oh, there we go. There's a Jeffrey test. Nothing to see here. Okay.
There's a reason why they call it death match, because anything and everything can and will happen.
Oh yeah, SQ sounds popping in. That's weird. It hasn't changed at all. Let me just double check here real quick for our sponsors. Oh, no, there it goes. It's changing. I just wasn't paying attention. Right off the bat, let's thank our sponsors, eBox Design and Install, Badass Sounds by Steve, and, that's right, Tristan's watching from Anguilla. JP was out there. That's one of the islands out there in the Caribbean. Cool. Spencer Staniland popping in. So Stolman Transportation, E-Box, and Badass Sounds by Steve. Rosita popping in since her man and all made some $500. But since it was the last show I did at Jay's Alarms, there he is, Scott Voss popping in there now. Scott Voss, what's up? Him and Moses were in 1/10 of a dB for a good majority of the beginning of the death match, and then his Scott Voss
Oh, right, right. Okay.
And then he said his stereo cut out, and he
Oh,
started getting back up there again.
yeah.
And then his song ended. So, uh,
Was it music or test tones or
whatever you want
dang?
is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so since it was my last event there, Jay's Alarms, they got together with Andy Tusher and made a big old 5 foot trophy for me, and all of them signed it.
I got a heads up on that. It took a lot to not tell you what was going on. But yeah, so that's cool. Do you have pictures of it? I saw a couple of pictures.
I
I was
saw one picture of it,
okay.
but I don't remember where that was at.
I was looking for the on the live video. I was hoping
Oh no,
it's
we were all done.
okay.
Um, Eric Hansen says boom check 4, 22 minutes long.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, here he goes. Scott Voss said stereo cut out 2 times, then loop ended the third time.
Man.
So yeah, everybody that attended signed the trophy as well. If I didn't mention that, so it's got a
That's
bunch of
cool.
signatures on it. Let me see here if I can't pull something up in
Does
turnpro.com.
Rosa have any pictures?
I don't know. I think Rosa has one. Did you have one, Rosa? If you did, send it to me in. So how does it feel? This is from Tiffany in Barbados. How does it feel to be that close?
Oh,
Oh, to close that
oh.
chapter. Um, you know, uh, it is what it is. I'm not one of those kind of people that is super sentimental about stuff. So, it's just a chapter,
hmm
and I'm good with however it works out in the end. I've it's been a long time, so it's not the first time I've been. Uh, 23 years at one location, freaking awesome. Shoot.
Who would you say would have a longer judging career than you?
Potentially Ray
Oh,
or
okay.
Yennis, Florida based Manny popping in.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe worth something later. She's gonna check. If you do have it, send it to me in instant messenger, and I'll pull it up.
Because along with the signatures, it came with a certain trophy topper, right?
It
I don't want to
did.
spoil it. I don't want to spoil it.
I'm trying to see if I got that on there. Oh nope, I definitely don't have that picture in there. Um, yep. Let's wait till Rosa sends it to me in instant
Okay.
messenger.
I think
Um,
Andy might have sent me a picture of it,
oh
to be
yeah, but it
honest.
just doesn't have all the people all signed on it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Scott Voss says I should have gotten you to sign my trophy. Um, but no, yeah, it was good. Like I said, uh, Jay and I and Rosa and a few of the other guys all went out to eat.
Oh, cool.
Check out overlays Diablo stream. Okay. Um, Afterwards, and I do you remember the story that Gary Kelly and I were talking about when I started cramping up so bad I went outside and puked after Autorama? But oh,
Mm, I
so
can't recall.
okay. So anyway, so I sometimes get really bad cramps. Um, it's
Okay.
just it's part of my car accident I was involved in a
Oh.
lot
hmm
back in 2000. So um, so I get these massive cramps that are just they literally debilitate my legs. Both my legs cramp. Every muscle in my leg from my hip all the way through my toes. So my hip, the front of my thigh, the back of my thigh, the back of my knee, The front of my shin, the back of my shin, my ankle, and my toes actually all cramp up. All right,
Wow.
let's see here. Bam. See if I can't share the screen real quick. Hold on a second. Zoom. Share screen. Where's that? There we go. Share screen.
So what do you do to alleviate that
I just have to deal with it
deal with it?
until it
But you
goes
said
away.
that particular time with Gary, you puked. Was
Yeah.
that one
So
way
I
of that's a
was.
coping mechanism, or?
So no, it just hurts literally that bad, so
Oh
bad
wow!
that that
Whoa! Oh, okay.
okay that
I'm
you
not sure
can
people
see
can
it.
see that.
They
Yeah.
can't see it yet. Hold on, let me go to here. Oh, what the heck? Let me see if I can't remember how to do this here. YouTube. Nope. Hold on a second. I'm figuring this out. Zoom meeting. Zoom. And
Where'd y'all go? Smiley says. We're still here.
yeah, we're still here. You're gonna hear us. Let me see here. Automatic 7 Windows. Bam. Nope.
What's going on,
Uh,
Smiley? Haven't seen you in a while.
what the heck? Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen him in here, huh?
Yeah, haven't seen him at the shows either. He was one of our
Oh, he was
top,
one of your regulars, huh?
yeah, top base racers.
Huh. Transform. I had this fit to
Smiley's
screen.
working.
Oh, he's working, huh?
Smiley, make sure you're free and available on what is it, Saturday, September 21st.
Twenty-first.
That's gonna
Yes.
be the multi-venue base racing top dog event. We need all the base racers to, answer the call and come out to a Grapevine at Crossfire.
Yep. He says he's been working.
Ah,
Automatic. Let's try
change
that.
jobs.
Name of wheels. Okay, so it does that. Streamlab desktop. I don't know what people
Pulling
are
on
seeing.
ringers. Oh
There
yeah,
we go.
is it showing?
It is now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I got a lag. There's a lag on YouTube, so I can't really see
That's
it
okay. You should be able to see it now.
yet.
Oops. Anyway, so yeah, so for you
Oh, there we
guys,
go.
oh look at that. There you go. There's Andy Tusher popping in. Rosa says Saturday
Look at
night.
that.
Saturday, right? That is a Saturday. The 21st is a Saturday. Um, pulling on ringers, whatever. This Saturday is actually it's Nevada East versus West, Nevada and Tennessee going
Right.
at it.
That's the first
All right.
installment of the multi-venue.
That's right. So if you guys can see that there, so that is the picture
Wow.
of the Hulk or somebody ripping their shirt off with one of my Sonic FX subs, and it says "Last Fresno Show" on it.
I thought that was a artist rendition of you, Doug.
Artist,
Isn't it?
it's actually they
Just
sculpted it. It's a likeness.
like that's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. There's the full trophy. I don't know if you guys can see the top and bottom of that. I might be a little
Dang, yeah.
tight.
I think it's huge.
Josh T.W.I.C.A popping in on the bottom. It says the
Wow.
3X space for base Judge Doug Stockton, and then there's me accepting it. Jay hid it in his van
What?
and had me open up his door, and it was inside. So
Nice.
there we go.
So where did everybody sign it?
Just on the columns, on the
Oh,
bases, wherever. Uh-oh. Now I
Whatever.
lost us.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Oh, wait, you know what? Now I got us back. I forgot. When I share my screen, I got to change a couple of settings, and I just kind of forgot what they were. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. Josh T2 popping in. That's That's you when people don't get to the lanes fast enough. What Rosie
I believe
says.
it.
Uh, Chris Gregory says, awesome. Well, I was doing the 2 minute call out this weekend. First time I've had to do that in a minute.
Ah,
That's nice. We had those for our youth soccer tournaments in October called Monster Ball. So Smiley, they came in and got a picture of me, huh? And sent that over there for you guys.
yeah.
Uh, Eric says he sent you a picture of it.
Okay, I think I might have gotten it. Yeah.
Okay. Um, Rosa says it was a good turnout. It was. There was
That's good.
a IASC event in the afternoon. I think IASC and Base Wars afterwards. So a
Oh,
lot of
that's
people.
okay. The same day.
Um, Scott says that was his last minute there thing, not checking on stuff. They had to get the legend, of course. But anyway, yeah, no, it was good. Jay and
Mhm.
I, we talked a little bit about what's happened in the past and
Oh man.
how long we've been together and all that cool stuff. Discussed, obviously he's like, yeah, just because you're not doing shows, I'm still gonna send you invitations to my birthday parties and stuff like that.
Oh man.
I've been to his birthday party. He's came to, I've been to a couple of weddings with him, friends, mutual friends having weddings and stuff.
Mhm.
I was really hoping to get Chris Howard out there, which would have been nice. So,
Oh, like the old gang
yeah,
reunion.
yeah, yeah. Because Chris and I were the ones building his cars back in the days.
Hmm.
We did talk about that. He's like he saw the one thing I remember about Doug is he'd show up to my shop for a show and ask to borrow my install bay so he can build a box so he can compete that day. And yep, used to do that.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, one time I even built a box out of particle board because that's all he had in his shop, and went to
Did
the
it blow up?
show. I did a 150 with it with 312s, and it literally blew up at the on my last burp. Bam! It just shredded it. I did staples along the edges and glue, and it just ripped out the staples and glue.
Oh man.
So, but yeah, that's what Jay said. That's his real memory of me as a competitor was just
Hmm.
showing up at his shop. And but yeah, so first the first run I did like 50.3 or something like that, right? And then all of a sudden it was a 50, and then it was like a 48 something.
Oh.
And then my last run, yeah, laughing at particle board days, says Andy. And then my last run, I go back there and I look. Every single one of the screws have just sheared, and the subwoofers kind of bouncing in the. And these are 38-pound subwoofers, which were big
Oh.
badass woofers back in the day,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
yeah, and they were just literally bouncing inside the box. So, yeah, I didn't put any bracing in the box either. So, it wasn't like I built it strong and stuff. But it was fun. We were talking about my competitive days. Talked
Hmm.
about some of the cars that we built for Jay and how we helped build his Wrangler, or yeah, Jeep Wrangler. Very similar to what. No, we did a Isuzu Trooper. That's right. For Jay, it
Oh.
was his Isuzu Trooper.
Hmm.
We were able to do 58.6, I think, with
What kind?
two
Was it a
1,000 watt
wall?
amps. Yes, it was a
Oh,
Super
okay.
Street 1-2 wall.
Hmm.
We had two Kicker 1000s on it, ZR 1000s, and two Stroker 18s. And yeah, got to like a 58.6 with 1,500 watts and lead acid batteries. So,
Yeah, those troopers are nice and square. So,
well, we made it a little more square by the time we were done.
oh, did you?
Nothing a sledgehammer couldn't fix.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
sledgehammer and a sawzall. We could fix all that stuff.
But was it with particle board? No.
No, 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 no. Steel reinforced.
The good stuff.
Yeah, we knew what we were doing. You, you don't get to 58s with 2,000 watts not knowing what you're doing. So it wasn't lucky. That's all I'm gonna say. Um,
And
but
you were lucky too to had a shop where you could do that at.
yeah,
I can recall early on, whether it's my backyard, garage, or what, but yeah, when we finally got a shop, it was Roger's buddy out in Orange County. He had a shop, Audio Concepts. No, no, not Audio Concepts. That's it's in Fresno, but it was
yeah.
Audio something. But anyway, so yeah, we had our way of the shop. I mean, we'd be there. We'd get there. I'd get there Friday night. I wouldn't
Hmm.
leave till Monday morning, and we're just working on our system that whole time. And so for anybody who has access or even owns a shop to work on their systems, man, that helps out a lot.
Oh yeah, it does. And when I was doing that, I was part of Team Soundwaves
Mm,
out of Salina or Salinas.
Venus.
Yeah, Salinas. That was Miguel Ayala's shop.
Oh,
So
okay.
Soundwaves was the name of his shop, and yeah, same thing. We would show up there Friday afternoon. He would close his shop down, and
Yeah.
we would work all the way on everybody's car until the next morning, and then drive to the show from his shop. No sleep, no nothing. It'd be Chris, myself,
Hmm.
Miguel, and Chris Howard and Scott um, Sanborn,
Oh, okay.
and we would be putting on stuff. And man, Eric says I have a wood shop in my garage,
Oh, there you
um, and I mean it was really cool.
go. Hmm.
Miguel would literally have a pallet of MDF at his shop,
Wow.
and
Lucky.
I would bring in, you know, 10, 12 subwoofers, and we would literally go through every single subwoofer. We'd try a bunch of different, um, let's see, sounds like Voodoo Customs Car Audio and Fabrication. Let's see, what does Pop Tart say? Oh, get in touch with Gregory about the Cash Days battle with Texas.
Texas?
I don't know. That's what he just said. I just got that from Pop
Oh,
Tart. It just popped up on my thing here. Did Rosa send me another photo? Let me see here. Nope. Um. Anyway. So yeah, it was really good times. I mean, I'm sure you guys did that too. Had great times, and it's not necessarily even about the shows. It was
hmm.
hanging out and
Yeah.
trying stuff. And back then, when I had Sonic FX subwoofers, I might have 5 different coil configurations
Mm.
that we'd be trying in these cars.
Yeah. So it's your R&D.
Correct. Um, and that's when we found out the Crossfire BMF 1000s really didn't like anything below zero point 0.7 ohms.
Really?
Yeah, we tried a whole bunch of stuff. We tried zero point 0.6 ohms
Yeah.
and fried them every time.
That's a weird configuration.
Yeah. Well, no, I had a bunch of coils. I had like
Mm.
dual point fives. I had 1.1s. I had 1.6s. Um, shoot, I had point 0.8s, which is, I mean, they're just odd numbers, right? And the whole
Hmm.
idea is because the amplifiers were so limited back in the days, we
Hmm.
were trying to maximize the amplifiers the best we could. And certain amplifiers like different ohm loads than other amplifiers,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we were doing with it. So
It's not like nowadays where you got smart amps that put out the same amount of power at 2 ohm and 1 ohm and
no, nope, nope. So, but anyway, no, that was good. How were your show this weekend?
it was good. It was good. Weather, cooled down. It was breezy. It was nice. What I forget to mention is so the building's pretty tall, and then the sun by that time is on the other side of the building, so it casts like this shade amongst, by the building that we could all just set up and, not have to worry about being in the sun and be all hot and everything. But yeah, so we had technically a new base race top dog competitor. Finally make it into the lanes.
Hmm.
Our friend Roger Bridges, he tried it out. I think he just one of those guys that was like, on the sidelines, just watching the action happen, and was like, "Hey, let me throw something in my car and try it out." And just so happened, he was trying out some different amps and stuff like that, and he decided to enter the competition. Base race, I think he might have broke out a couple of times, but um, top dog, I think he did pretty good for actually not. When we practice on Fridays,
Hmm.
Roger would be there and he would, maybe try out a couple runs. So that's just the
Okay.
extent of his practice, right?
Okay.
So when he competed this past weekend in Top Dog, he just got thrown in there. But I think the base race foundation that, his his skill set really helped him out with Top Dog. He knew what to expect. He's watched all the videos, did his research and stuff like that. So he had a lot of fun. It wasn't until the following day on Sunday that he really just shined. He ended up doing top dog, ended up winning it all. So he hears about all the lessons that we learned during the top dog competition, and I think he's like, making notes, mental notes in the back of his mind because he was just, plug and play. And, he was already talking about strategy. And I was like, wait, this is your first top dog competition. And, he ends up winning it on Sunday, won the cash prize as well.
So
But
Roger won Roger's money.
well, this particular
Okay.
day or competition was like a cash pot from a portion of all the entries
Uh
collected. So it wasn't technically his money, but
huh.
I guess he probably would recoup some of his money.
There you
And
go.
it looks like Eric Hansen, who was in attendance or who was competing this weekend, also is chiming in saying, "Who won on Saturday?"
That's what
All
he's
right,
asked.
Eric, it was you. Eric won on Saturday. And it had the probably one of the bigger turnouts for Top Dog that I've had. Well, there was like 8 competitors.
Okay.
I think I might have had a similar number in the past, but yeah. So Eric won on Saturday for Top Dog, walked away with $80, and yeah, I think he went in on Sunday with a chip on his shoulder, though. Uh, he has these little sayings, or I don't know if you want to call it sayings, but you know how when you pull up in Top Dog,
Hmm.
if I guess the gauge of how good you are is if you don't move from your spot, right?
Right.
So you
Yep.
pull in and then you're facing all these competitors, the competition, while you're staying in that one lane because only somebody else could knock you out of that lane.
Right.
So he would say, "Yeah, just gonna park here and get comfortable and nobody's gonna knock me out." And you know, I guess when you think that way sometimes, kind of clouds your judgment sometimes. And I think who did he go up against? I think it might have been Willard, last week's guest. And
Uh huh.
yeah, Willard won. I'm not sure exactly. He'll probably chime in
Half
and,
his points. Did he give
say
him
what.
for half his points or what?
I don't think it was half his points. I don't think it went to a time extension,
Okay.
but let's see here. Oh, Saturday did not move. Okay, Saturday he didn't move.
Yeah, he
But
says on Saturday he didn't move.
what
Uh,
happened on Sunday, Eric?
Rosa says, "No way. Eric had a chip on his shoulder."
But I tell him, dude, keep that energy.
That's
Keep
right.
that energy come, finals for sure.
Yep.
Keep that energy up when, we got our multi-venue
Yep.
because
He goes, "What?" You asked him what happened on Sunday, and he goes, "I
uh,
moved." um, no, I'm looking forward to these multi-venue ones coming up.
mhm. Yeah.
Hopefully you have. What does it look like for your turnout?
Multi-venue. Well, I got confirmation, which
Okay.
was good news this past weekend that Roger said he'll be back for the multi-venue. He said
Oh, he's gonna
coming in,
participate, huh?
yes, coming into the weekend though, he was like, "This is a one-time only. I'm just gonna do base race top dog, help support you guys, kick in the extra $10, whatever." And then come Sunday, he says, "Yeah, I don't know if I'll do it again, but for sure on the multi-venue." So, hopefully, we can get a big turnout. I know we've got Eric coming out, Dana. We're hoping to get
Ooh.
Lewis, just some of the regulars and some of the new guys as well.
Uh huh.
Um, so hopefully we'll be more prepared this
Smiley
time
Watts
around.
wants to know when.
Okay, let's see here. The one that we're gonna have at Grapevine, Texas, is gonna be Saturday, September 21st.
Correct.
That's gonna be the second installment of the multi-venue base race and top
Yep.
dog
And the first
competitions.
installment's gonna be this weekend. Reno
Yes.
and Tennessee are gonna go at it.
Hmm.
Got people coming up. Moses is coming up from Fresno. We got some people coming
Ooh.
from Sacramento. Just trying to see what they can do, and
Hmm.
and see how many people we can get. We're gonna do $5 a person, and then the winner takes all. Obviously, is our normal thing. But yeah, looking for it. He goes, "Oh crap! I think I
Uh,
have a soccer tournament that day." With Smiley Watts there.
well, it might be an evening event, right?
It will be an
Is that
evening
okay?
event.
Yeah. To
It'll
match
be
up the time
three
zones.
o'clock California time.
Okay, that'd be like 5
Or it's a
Texas time.
Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna have to go a little bit later. We're gonna have to go 4. I'm gonna have to set up, and we'll start at 4. I gotta confirm with the Sacramento location because
Hmm.
they're open on Saturdays. So I gotta see
Oh,
how
okay.
what's the earliest everybody's closed, and then I can start there. I want a Canada versus Texas run.
Yeah, what's Ray doing? Is
Uh,
he busy?
but yeah, no. So we're looking forward to doing some of these multi venues. This is going to be very helpful in
Yes.
setting up for World Finals, right?
Hmm.
So we get an opportunity to work out bugs and do figure out what's going on and make sure everything's working right. Checking some internet connections for some locations and stuff like that. Um, so we're looking to do some really cool stuff.
Hmm.
Uh,
It's for a good cause.
it is World Finals, great cause. I can't think of
Yes.
a better
Hmm.
cause.
Hmm.
Even though, let's see what it says here. What you say? You East Coast guys are going to be up late.
Ooh.
Not really.
I don't
It,
think they're that far east, right?
well, they're
Is
two
that
hours. They're same as you, right?
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So they're 2 hours, and if we're gonna start um, at 3, that means 5 o'clock their time, and then 2 hours of qualifying unless we get done quicker, and then that means 7, which is 9 o'clock their time, and then maybe I don't know an hour after that, so 10 o'clock they should be all done. So that's not that late for them at all. And then we got to do our DB drag stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're doing a show and the multi-venue the same day, right? The same
That is
same event.
correct. That is
Wow.
correct.
I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, that's a
Two
lot of
separate
work.
event.
Yeah, and it's two separate. So
Yep.
you're in essence doing two
So
base
we'll
race.
qualify.
Hmm.
All the qualifying will be for the same, just like we do at World Finals, right?
Yeah.
So you
Hmm.
qualify once, and it does for both events.
Ah, okay.
Um, and then we'll break off these are the base race and top dog here, and then
Hmm.
DB Drag will be a separate event. DB Drag, Pankadao,
Right.
um, whatever else there is. DB Drag, Pankadao, Freestyle, all that'll be a separate event.
Mhm.
So anyway, yeah, that's what we got going on this weekend. Eric says you guys didn't finish until 11 p.m. last night,
Was it last night or
Saturday.
Saturday?
I don't know.
Saturday, I think there was some people that were on their way. So we kind of, held it open. Wasn't that bad. So that's why we finished that late.
so
But
so how far do people travel in Texas to go to shows?
these particular competitors, they were, I think, about an hour away.
Okay.
Let's see. Willard, who comes to the show, I think he's about an hour away also. Um,
Okay. Any out of
yeah.
state people?
I don't know what you call
Not by Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. That's the border is like an hour away. So
Oh, okay.
we have some Oklahoma competitors come
Okay.
down.
Well, Austin's kind of out of that state too,
Oh yeah.
according to the
Oh
people
yeah.
that live in Texas.
We have a
Austin's its own world.
competitor. Yeah. Um, Ethan, Team Crossfire Ethan comes up from Austin
Okay.
to make it out to Grapevine, and that's like a 3 hour drive.
Oof. Yeah. Eric Hansen says he's doing Pankadao next year. Let Joel know. That'll excite Joel. Joel was really happy with the trophies. I think it's his first 3X event that he's been to.
Oh,
No, he was at
really?
Autorama, I think. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, the trophies. I did a special type of column trophy for that event,
Oh,
and
okay.
so it was the first time, and it'll be the last time I ever do that particular column. So
What
that was
is
cool.
it?
Uh,
What
it's
makes it special?
it's just it's just it's a different style is all.
Ah, okay.
So it kind of looks um like
Hologram?
opalescent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
hologram or something, but it's
Yeah.
red.
Okay. Oh,
So
that's cool.
Casey Custer chiming in says Doug's trophies look better than half the bowling trophies they hand out nowadays.
Cool.
I don't know. I got an eagle that looks pretty cool, Casey. So if you're into bowling, you know what that means. Um, eagles are special trophies. So
Oh.
yeah. So I have me an eagle. Just saying. But no, that was always one of my things when I was doing the show. I talked to
Hmm.
Jose Ramos. It looks like
Yeah.
him and his family are fully on board to take over the shows
Oh, that's good.
and become the official DB drag judges
That's
for
good to
Northern
hear.
California. So doesn't hurt my feelings. I think they're a good group of people.
Hmm.
They're talking about wanting to potentially buy my trailer with all the stuff inside, so
Oh,
that my whole setup, the tent, the trailer, the staging, all of
yeah.
that actually wouldn't go away. It'd still be right here in California. So what you guys saw at the shows would all be the same. Um, Case says a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. That's right. Finding an eagle. That's just luck.
Luck, right?
Um, anyway, but it's like I said, that's kind of cool. I really look forward to that. I'm gonna sell it to him. Oh, Matthew Busby, Busby Audio. Um,
Hey,
those tents, they look good. Yes, they do. Do you have the 10 by 20 Jeffrey too, or do you have the 10 by 10?
it's the older 10 by 10. Yeah, we haven't got the new ones.
Oh, okay. You haven't got the new one, the one I
No,
have.
but I've been wanting to. I think
They're
yeah,
not cheap.
so yeah. But what's funny is so like the 10 by 10 is not that much less expensive than the 10
Yeah,
by 20.
I
So
think it
we're
was
like
like $200 or something,
yeah, so
right?
right, let's just get the 10 by 20 and then I think that never well, yeah, hey Andy, let's go ahead and put that order in.
Yep. I'm gonna give Jose one of my judging jerseys, so he'll have that. So like I said, I'm trying to leave it in a good way out
Yeah.
here. And my wife and I were actually talking, and it'll get expensive to fly home every weekend, right? Because it's around $300 for a round trip flight from San Francisco to there, to Wichita. But if I can fly home every other weekend, so I can stay out here and I can help maybe with some car shows or whatever while I'm out here on the off weekends. So, I may not disappear from everything. Oh, Rosa wanted to say, how about that jersey? Did you happen to see that jersey that I was wearing?
I didn't want to say nothing, but
Dude, I
yeah,
brought out
I
the
mean,
old school.
did how many times did you put it in the dryer? It looked
Um,
it looked like it was kind of faded, but that
so,
just it
well,
gave it character.
so the thing is that that particular jersey's probably seen 200 shows.
Whoa.
Like I told everybody there, it used to be red and black, and now it's pink and gray.
Yeah.
So yeah, that particular jersey's seen a couple hundred shows. I believe I've taken it to Slamology. I've taken it to Spring Break Nationals.
All the
I've done it at World
finals.
Finals,
Yeah.
and plus all the shows out here. So that's that particular jersey's been around.
And
Uh,
it was it originally yours? Because I
yes.
know, okay, because I know Wayne, whenever he does finals,
Oh,
he's got like a stash of them that he lets
so
the
right.
people.
So
That's how I got
I'm the
mine.
first one that kept it. I'm the first one that kept it. But he used to
Ah,
bring
okay.
them to finals every year, clean, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's how I got it originally. And then he said keep it one year, right?
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So that's how I ended up with that jersey. I mean, that's except for, dude, holy crap, that is such a hot jersey versus the ones we wear now. That one
Oh
is
yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
freaking hot. Uh, the jersey that proved through the years is according to
Ah,
Joel.
yeah.
Yes. So, like I said, I mean, it's not torn, it's not tattered, it's faded for sure. The thing about it is, it shows all where I sweat. It shows all the salt marks
Oh,
everywhere.
but that's not the one Jose's getting, right?
No, no, he's getting one of the new ones. I'll make sure it's clean before I give it to him. I'm not going to give him my black finals jersey. I'm going to
Mhm.
give him one of
Oh,
the
okay.
red ones. The ones we got from my guy in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's going to get one of those. He may order another one. Um, Joel says put it in the glass frame. Um, like I said, I'm not that sentimental about stuff. I got one of those things around here from Brian Nyman. Trying to see if it's up here, if it's downstairs. Yeah, if we had a guest, I would look for it. But anyway,
Oh,
Brian
what?
Brian Nyman sent me a shadow box when he was in 12 volt news, I think, or something. But I mean, it was a full shadow box, had a medal in it, had his all kinds of stuff. It was he was very proud of his accomplishment when he won his 129.9 ring.
Ah, okay.
Um, Joel, Eric wants you to know he's doing Penka down next year. So,
Well,
um,
Eric had his first taste of Pacquiao live and in color when we were at Texas Heat Wave, when they
okay.
had the stunt walls. Um, so I decided, hey, let me try see if I can convince him into, running a Pacquiao type uh, you know, run using, my term lab and stuff like that. So we didn't have a 3 foot mic stand, so I had Eric hold the sensor in front of him
Oh,
while he was 3 feet away from the stunt wall, which was obnoxiously loud. I tried it for like the first couple runs, and I was like, Eric, here, you hold this. So I guess he's hooked. He's hooked.
All right. You know what? Joel has a very good idea for that. So he brings like a
Mm.
little safety cone,
Mm-hmm.
and it already has the
That's right.
Velcro on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he says, "What a trooper." Yeah, the stunt walls aren't my thing. I will tell you that freely, openly.
Man, I
Um,
I, I want to say something about it.
Go ahead.
It's probably not going to be a popular opinion, and maybe we could do one of those disclaimers on the bottom. Opinions and comments made by the host isn't necessarily the opinions or views of the sponsors and or other host. But so what I'd noticed at Heat Wave, okay, so they had the stunt walls and it
Uh-huh.
angered people, right?
Yeah.
Which, okay, I get it. But it angered specific demo people, right? They
Uh-huh.
were the ones who were saying, "Hey, I paid for this booth. I'm doing demos. I'm selling merchandise. I don't want this stunt wall guy, playing his music. I can't even talk to these potential customers, right?"
Mm, okay.
Which, ironically enough, sounded like what we would say about the demo guys.
Weird.
They would come driving into the competitions, park right in front of the tent, and then just demo all day long.
Yep.
And you know, sometimes the cops would be called, or sometimes I couldn't get the instructions out that I needed to the competitors.
Mm-hmm.
And so my main observation of that situation was that ironically enough, now the demo guys are complaining about the Stonewall guys when we used to complain about the demo guys. And
Yep.
then it's not because it's because somebody specifically said, hey, well, it's the status that they are the demo guy. uh, all kinds of people got on the bandwagon and was like, "Yeah, get rid of those stunt wall guys." Yeah, and I'm like, dude, that sounded, if we tell a demo guy to please, can you move your vehicle to the end of the parking lot so we can conduct the competition? We're the bad
Right.
guys, right? We're the
Yep.
a-holes, and it's like if we don't say nothing because it's just
Yep.
we understand, and then we get the hate mail that say demo guys are what keeps the competitions alive, and you need the demo guys. I
Yes.
mean, we could the competition arena is big enough for demo guys,
Mm-hmm.
and yet it's also big enough for the stunt wall guys.
Yep.
So I just had to get that off my chest. I wanted to bring it up the Monday, but I came back from heat wave, but I was looking for a perfect time to do it, but just maybe kind of take it for what it's worth. End of rant. Thank you.
Yeah. No. And you're not wrong, right? We had um, Ben Barnett there with the hearse, right? That's a
Oh, okay.
loud vehicle, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
he
Hmm.
literally parked right in front of my tent. Like there was enough room, maybe two cars deep, and then he was parked. So
Hmm.
he parked in a parking spot across the
Yeah.
parking lot. But and when he was playing his vehicle, I
Hmm.
mean, obviously there nobody could hear my PA system, right?
Right.
But uh, you know, uh, I didn't stop him. I didn't, hey, go over there. People were getting demos, this and
Yeah.
that. And I will say, for the most part, the demo guys are pretty good at being
Oh, yeah.
respectful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, man, I got to do some announcements real quick, or hey, I got to hand out trophies. And they'll shut down their
Yes.
demos, because
Yes.
that's really the time that I need them to not be demoing, right?
Right.
um, when I'm handing out trophies.
Hmm.
Other than that, um, it really doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Uh, they because like the competitors, when it gets time for brackets and stuff, they're paying a little more attention, right? When it's their turn to get
Right.
in the
Yeah.
lanes, and they're really good about that. So the demo guys don't disrupt that very much, but definitely the handing out trophies. And I will say, like I said, the demo guys I've had out here in California have been really good about, um, hey, hey, I just got to do this, or I got to make an announcement. Can you hold off for just a minute?
Yes.
Or hey, this guy's doing an RTA back in the day, right?
Oh,
Look,
Cyclone.
we're doing an RTA right now. Can you calm it down? Just let this guy get his RTA done, and they've all been pretty good about it. So I mean, and I'm sure the demo wall guys, the stunt wall guys, are
Hmm.
gonna fall into that category, right? And it's
Yeah.
it kind of seems like the guy that was 20 years old, demo guy. Now's the 50-year-old man. Get off my lawn!
Oh no.
you know,
I wonder
it's
what's gonna be next. What's gonna anger the stunt wall guys?
I have no
You
idea.
know?
But I will say there's going to be quite a few venues out there that the stunt wall guys are not going to be welcome.
Hmm.
Just for noise ordinances or whatever. They're loud. I mean, Joel's pretty loud, but I'll tell you, Ben is freaking insane loud, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
um,
I think he plays like a higher
no,
frequency too, right?
he
No,
plays
lows.
lows. He was playing 20 hertz, and
Whoa.
I was standing in Jay's shop with him, and stuff was literally falling off the walls.
Wow.
Jay's like, it's freaking like an earthquake in here. That's pretty awesome. So, but no. And then what's his name? Joel. He comes in. He shows off. He does videos of his stunt wall
Hmm.
when he's done competing or while he's competing or whatever, while he's waiting for some other stuff. And he's pretty respectful. Hey Joel, check us out, dude. I got to do some. All right, no problem. He goes, shuts it off, comes
Yeah.
back, and then turns it back on and continues what he's doing. Right.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, that's all as long as anybody's respectful, that helps
Yeah.
everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So Joel wants us talked about discuss the size of speakers over 10 inches.
Mm.
So do you know
Okay.
how that rule came about?
I think so it was some kind of, I guess, for lack of a better term, circumvention.
Okay.
Because so people were putting speakers in car doors, right?
Yep.
And then some people were a little concerned, hey, is that kind of like, is that going to help this is back with the SPL days, back before we had musical classes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, people thought there was an unfair advantage to have like a 10-inch speaker in their door,
Or in their dash.
or in their dash, or
Yeah.
certain areas where the woofer box was not a part of. So I think that's where it kind of originated, and was
It
like,
did.
okay, let's just determine on a size. Okay, it's I don't know if anybody's running a 10-inch mid. Well, I know people running a 10-inch mid now, but
Yep.
like a 12-inch mid driver, that's not really the norm. But I think that's kind of where we got the 10-inch rule, right?
That's very accurate. Um,
Hmm.
uh, the thing was, anybody that had a 10-inch mid driver was truly a sound quality vehicle that was looking
Mm.
for a specific staging with the bass
Ah,
down low
yeah.
and try to pick up that stuff. So, yeah, that's definitely where a 10-inch mid driver would be. And so, like you said, DB Drag had to draw a line in the sand. Hey, no drivers in front of the B pillar that are 10 inches or bigger. So you can have an 8 or smaller.
Or you could have it, but it would be counted in your classification,
No,
right?
you can't have
No.
a 10-inch
Oh, you
subwoofer at
can't at
all.
all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, and then we have all these new classes, and Cyclone allowed people to put speakers on their roofs and stuff like that. So Eric Hansen says he has two 10-inch mid drivers.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, yeah,
Um,
pretty much the norm.
Joel says, I saw that live video of Jeffrey talking about that car has external box speakers. Which class that would be in? Do you know which one he's talking about?
I believe it's that stunt wall uh, that I tested Pankadao style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what? It was just kind of a, and it wasn't until I think Joel, I don't know if it upset him or if it triggered him. If it triggered you, Joel, sorry, I apologize, but he commented on the live and was like, uh, he said something like, "No, that's not that's a specific class, or that's because I think the dude told me how many subs he had, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe you'd be in like, the 3 to 4 class or something like that. But
Hmm.
I think that's probably what triggered Joel. And Joel was like, no, no, you count those other speakers, this, and I was like, all right,
You
hold
were just
on.
doing it as an exhibition.
Yeah, this is entertainment purposes only, is what I had to
Yes.
edit on the
Oh,
caption of the video was
okay.
entertainment purposes only, and I hope that was okay with Joel. But you know what, Joel, you're the Pankadao master, and so whatever you tell me, we'll go with it. We'll have to, cross reference and cross check that, but yeah.
Well, so here's another kind of cool thing about me moving to Wichita is I'll be able to come into one of your shows.
Hey, cool.
I think the last show of yours I was
Hmm.
actually at. That was a your show. You did one down in Merced, and I drove down to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you came all the way up
Um,
from your house to Merced,
yeah. It
which
was
was only like 20 minutes from my house.
and I think it was a car dealership
Yes.
that I think approached Chemo on doing it. But then I'm not sure how I got
Huh.
involved, but yeah, so I remember I recall doing that event. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one I came and observed you
Hmm.
at, and yeah. Um, but I mean, you've obviously evolved as a judge from that. You know.
Hmm.
Uh, are you planning, Justin Stolman? Are you planning a party for finals? I'd love to take care of it this year.
Ah, that's
Um,
cool.
we don't know. We're still trying to work out details, looking for a venue and all that stuff for an indoor. I got one offer up in Reno, but trying to go over the hill, coming from Mexico to Reno is tough during the winter, especially since we don't know what the weather's going to be like, right?
Yeah.
And weather when you're going over 9,000 feet can be pretty tough.
Is
So
the Grapevine that high
I think the
or?
grapevine is like 5,000 feet.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like 4,500 or 5,000.
Man,
The
going through
valley
the
floor.
Grapevine, that was pretty rough too.
Yeah,
Coming from SoCal.
the Reno Valley, the bottom of the valley there is 4,500 feet elevation.
Hmm.
So when you come over the pass, I think it is 7,900.
Wow.
So it's pretty tough. October is the winter. In some places of the world, it is. Unlike Texas, that just means a dirty summer. You guys don't really have winter. Um, but yeah, no, like I said, oh wow, hold on. Bloomington, Richard Papasaw mentioned it doesn't rain there.
Not
Uh,
true.
not true. You've been
I mean,
there.
it's
I'm
yeah.
fine, Jeffrey. Thank you for explanation. That stunt wall on your live video
Okay,
just caught
okay.
my attention because as of now, we don't have class for that
Right.
build yet in
Right.
the rule book, which is fine. He said last year it snowed in Dallas.
Did it in October?
No way. If it snows in Dallas, your whole town would shut down. Nobody would know what to do.
Yeah.
They would be so confused.
More like January, February is when we get that.
Do you get snow?
I mean, I've been, the little time that I've been here, that's kind of when we'd see the snow or the ice, and yeah, there's been. I mean, coming from SoCal, I've never been, a part of snow days, and then when we came here, it was like, oh. we're all closed. Everything's closed, snow days. So,
Eric says it snowed. I have pictures.
okay. There was an ice storm too, like a few years ago. Well,
Yeah. Well,
part
it
of which,
froze.
yes,
Right. Yes, I
froze.
remember that.
Hmm.
So yeah, because Wayne was prepared, and not everybody in Texas was, and pipes were freezing and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah, at Crossfire pipes froze and burst, and
Yep.
yeah.
Joel's asking,
Hmm.
am I still doing West Coast Finale? Yes. We're not doing a cash value for it this year. It's just going to basically be a 3X for points, no trophies, no nothing. Uh, and we're going to do that September 22nd, which is the last day for points
Oh
on
yeah, the
Sunday.
last day.
Yep. So the September 21st is going to be the 1X
Multi.
multi-venue, and then Sunday will be a 3X. So it's be an opportunity for a 4X weekend for all those people in California, which is, hey, dude, 4X. That's awesome, right? I mean, 4 times 8, what's that? That's 16, 32. 32 of your 50 points for base race top dog or top dog cyclone, and
Yeah.
32 of your 75, so half your points. So you do West Coast Finale weekend and Autorama, that gives you all the points you need for World Finals, right? So I don't know. Eric's sending me pictures now.
Is he?
I sure
Yeah,
hope
it
they're
looks
not
like
dick
he.
pics.
No, he said he's sending me proof
Yes,
of
that's what he's doing.
snow in
Oh,
October.
there's snow,
Was
but
that October?
it doesn't say when that is. I can take a picture of snow anywhere. The September 21st show, Joel, is going to be at Mello's Auto Repair. So, he needs an advance for his itinerary.
Mm.
Yep. I don't have my September shows on the books yet. But Chivo from Team Send It, he wants to do a couple of shows and make them multi points. So I suspect I'm gonna have a show September. What is that? 10th? Let me see.
14th.
Is
That's the
that what it
weekend
is?
before. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm doing an event that weekend too.
So I'm guessing September 7th, September 14th. I'm gonna have
Wow.
shows those 2 days too. I just don't know where yet or what's going on. Um, he wants to know, did they ever find a buyer for Nyman's Tahoe? I haven't
Hmm.
heard anything yet. Jody Green, it snows here in New Zealand. I bet you it snows on there.
What?
Gary Killian, dick pics. What have
Oh
I
no.
been missing?
If there was ever a time where you would come in at a part of the show where there's, missing context, I think
Yes,
that would be
he's talking about a picture of Richard Papasan, right? That's a dick
ah,
pic.
Dick,
Yep,
Richard.
Richard Papasan. That's a dick pic. But anyway, yeah, no, Gary Killian popping in. Hey, what's up, Gary?
Hey.
Yeah, we did a lot of that. It would really have been nice to see Gary out here for one of my last shows out here, which
Oh,
will be, other than Autorama, my last non-Autorama show is going to be um, at Nyman's. Fitting place to end that type of thing, right? Um,
did he start his competition career at your shows,
who?
or Gary Killian, or
Uh,
did he start
so
before?
he started at USAC.
Okay.
And then he learned about DB drag and was, oh, wow. Okay. This is cool. And he was just like, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm done with USAC. And he was a multi-time world record holder for USAC and some stuff. So,
Oh,
um, Joel says September 7 is Iasca and Base Wars Finals, so I probably won't do anything on that. Um,
oh, okay.
uh,
It's
uh,
Sunday, the 8th,
for Iasca.
or your event, do it on
Yeah, I can do mine on
the
the
day
8th.
after. Yeah,
Yeah,
the day after.
I just have to find a venue to do it and get
Hmm.
everything set up.
Have you ever thought about doing like you remember the Oklahoma Showdown, right? Where
Yeah,
it was the whole week. Monday, was it Monday through Friday
Monday
or
through Friday. Yep.
something like that? So, hey, are you would you be open to a California showdown? NorCal showdown?
Dude,
I
that
bet
is
you people
so
would come.
hard. That
Oh
is
yeah. Oh
so
yeah.
hard. That's a
I
lot
I
of work for everybody
I thought
involved.
it was taxing this past weekend, working Saturday, doing a show Saturday and Sunday. So imagine doing it the whole week. Wow.
Yeah. I would have to take the week off of work, to do it.
To
I could,
recuperate.
yeah. Um, yeah, Gary, yes, DVDRA is my fave.
Ah,
All right.
nice.
Well, we're well past the hour mark.
Whoa. So who's our
Um,
guest?
oh, yeah. Did I forget to
Yeah, we forgot
mention
to
the
bring
guest?
him. He, is he still waiting?
Jose Ramos says, yeah, I like that idea of the whole week.
Oh, hey, he's got a shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you can't do anything at his shop. He's downtown Oakland. So,
Oh.
yeah, there's a restriction of space and noise ordinances.
Ah,
So, yeah. But anyway, hey, I want to, Jeffrey, what do you got
yes.
sitting behind you there? Tell us about that.
So, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, uh, Saturday, August 17th, we got I should start calling it all format DB drag event now because I guess I've been confusing some people. Last week's yesterday's event or this past weekend's event was base race top dog only. I was trying something new, like like the Tennessee base racers do, and so we had a lot of guys wanting to do SPL, and it was like, we're just doing base race and top dog. Our next event, which is going to be all the formats. So you might hear me referring to those kind of events as the all format DB drag event. But
Okay.
it's going to be going on not this Saturday again. It's going to be next Saturday, Saturday, August 17th. Grapevine, Texas at Crossfire Car Audio. We're going to have all the formats available: DB Drag, Base Race, Cyclone, Freestyle. Might even throw Penguin out in there. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, for full details, I should say full detail, check out dbdragracing.com/calendar.
All
And
right.
then we might be, you know what, this is actually breaking news. We got a sponsor that upgraded our event that's going to be happening September 14th at the Tuckin in the Valley show, car show and truck show.
Okay.
Um, just today, I had a couple of sponsors hit me up about wanting to upgrade it. So it's now a triple point. I'm going to get that on the calendar.
Woo!
It's going to be a triple point event the weekend before points cut off. If that's any kind of message to you to get out there and get your points and get certified and stuff like that, hey, come on out. These people were gracious enough to upgrade the event, so hopefully we'll get a big turnout. It's going to be again a triple point, full on trophies, first through third. That's going to be on the calendar here pretty soon. Again, it's going to be Saturday, September 14th, in conjunction with the Tuckin in the Valley Car and Truck Show. And that's going to
Awesome.
be Oklahoma, Roland, Oklahoma. It's going to be at a casino.
Ooh,
What is it called? I
how are
wrote it
you
down
going to
here.
get home afterwards?
It's at the Cherokee Casino and Hotel in Roland, Oklahoma. They're doing blocks of room reservations if you want to spend the whole weekend there and compete at the event on Saturday and then Sunday just hang out by the pool or something like that. Yeah, we'll get it on the calendar soon.
Or at the tables, right?
What are you talking about tables? What do you
At the casino.
what is this tables you're talking about? I have
uh,
no idea.
Eric Hansen says he doesn't think he'll be going to that.
Oh, I think we're gonna have the red trophies at
Oh, is he a red
that
trophy
day.
guy?
Yes,
Oh,
he's
he should look at the
always.
trophies that I had at this because Moses is a red trophy guy too, and
Oh, what is it?
he
What's
paid for
like?
the 3X, so I made him red for him.
Maybe it's like a social status, right? Red trophies.
I
It's like
guess
the
so.
eagle, right?
There you
It's like
go.
the eagle.
But for me, right now, the show I have on the calendar is August 10th, which is this coming weekend, and it's the multi-venue.
Mhm.
After Eric says it's too far to drive to Oklahoma,
Dang.
but he was saying he was going to drive all the way up to Wichita, didn't he?
Yeah.
There, Voodoo Customs says, "What are y'all
Yeah.
talking about?"
Oh man.
um,
Hit
anyway,
rewind.
yeah, hit rewind. Anyway, so I got the 10th, and then my next show's the 21st of September. So I got all of August off. It just happens to be August 17th weekend is
Surf,
is Surf City.
right?
So I
Yeah.
don't conflict with Surf City. I prefer people drive up to Surf City to do that
Yeah.
event.
Dang, it's
Then
also I think the Sundown show is on the 17th also.
oh,
So
is
it's
it?
like, man, coast to coast, big
There you
shows.
go. And then you have the um, so you have Surf on the 17th. The 24th, I have my professional bowling tournament that I'm going to be bowling. So I'll be doing that on the 24th. And then that puts me the August 31st, which is the September weekend. What's that? Labor Day, right? So it's tough to do a show on Labor Day
Oh,
weekend, right?
when is that?
August 31st through September 2nd, or
Oh,
August 30th through September 2nd.
man, there goes my plans.
You got a show?
I was thinking about doing another base race top dog
Oh,
weekend that weekend, but now that it's
it's the 4 day weekend. You're gonna go visit
bummer,
your grandkid.
probably.
Yes, I know. Um, and then so that puts us September 7th. September 14th is the Iasca Base Wars Finals. So I don't want to conflict with that. And then it puts us 21st and 22nd. So realistically, 17th, potentially the 7th or the 14th, we'll have to do it on Sunday. Whatever, because I'm not going to conflict with another show, right? So, um, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Mhm.
Julio wants to, and Team Send It wants to sponsor an event. I may potentially do another one up in Reno. So that's what I got going on. But all
Eric
right,
here says, do it,
yeah,
Jeffrey."
do it, do it. Voodoo Cussman
Look
shaking my head.
Look, Eric, just because you don't have any plans, was it Memorial Day, Labor Day
Labor
weekend?
Day, yep.
Labor Day weekend. Oh, that's why, because it looks like he wrote there, I need points to beat Dustin Wright. In the point
Ah,
standings for base race, Dustin is in the lead, Dustin Wright.
okay.
And in second place, it's actually Dana, who's
Really?
second place in points. So
And that makes Eric
um,
third or something?
I think Eric might be down the list, a little bit down the list, but I think if he plays his cards right, I think Chris Gregory might have mentioned there aren't that many shows left out in his area before points cut off, so
Well,
that might
uh,
be
Eric
his
says he's
opportunity.
fourth.
Oh, okay,
But
pretty close.
I will say, yeah, we're gonna totally screw up
What?
the Tennessee base racers' opportunity to get points this coming weekend. I hear. So Rosa is gonna beat them, and so they're not gonna be able to get 8 points from this weekend's event.
Oh man.
Um, yeah, but
Well, Dustin, he actually travels.
does he?
He came out to a triple point event I had at in
Mhm.
Grapevine, Texas. It was a triple point. He flew down at Dallas Fort Worth airport is right down the street from Crossfire, so he flew down for the show, did the triple point, and then flew back. But
Huh?
so we can't really count Dustin out altogether because
He'll find a
he'll
show.
travel.
Oh,
He'll find a show.
he'll probably fly out to California for the final points weekend. Hit that single point, a 4X weekend there in
Yes,
Sacramento.
yes, because I, first place, you'll get a jacket, and I think that's what the goal is for them is to get that leather jacket, right?
Yep, leather jacket, baby.
Well, you know what? We haven't even counted Is Ray doing like his mad dash for points, end of the year triple point extravaganza? I think
Ray.
Ray Choi in
Oh,
Canada.
you know what? He might be. I haven't looked
Yeah.
up there yet because he
I,
does that mad dash at the end,
yes,
huh?
I totally forgot. So, wow, Eric, I
Yeah.
don't know.
So,
We gotta factor those guys in.
so. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for us this week. I'll look for another guest next week.
Mhm.
We're hoping to start getting some of the guests that are sponsors of World Finals. We tried to get Roger on here. Roger said no. We tried to get Def Bonts on here. He happened to be out of the country this week, so we got to know him. And those are the only two people um, that are already signed or whatever for the
Mhm.
sponsorship for World Finals. I
Yeah.
guarantee Incriminator, they kind of own the rings, right?
Actually, Solis just put a what is it, like a press release?
Okay.
Crossfire Car Audio is going to be this year's sponsor for championship rings.
Really?
Yes.
Not
Yes.
Incriminator.
Correct. I
Wow.
mean,
Because
I should
Incriminator's
say
been
that,
doing it since they
yeah.
started the rings.
Don't look too far into it. Behind the scenes, Roger, uh, he and I understand, Incriminator's been doing it a number of years,
Uh huh.
and Roger just wanted a chance to, be the ring sponsor, and so he was able to get it. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, again, big thanks to Incriminator for sponsoring the rings, several years, and
Yeah.
that's a
It,
cool
it,
deal to be a ring sponsor.
is that what? So that's what it said for Crossfire, huh? Ring sponsor. I didn't
Yes,
see.
there
I
is a
didn't. I
press
didn't see
release.
the press. I saw the press release,
Okay.
um, but I didn't. I didn't. It just now dawned on me when you said that. I didn't
Yeah, it's big.
realize.
It's
That's a
kind
big
of big
deal. That's
news.
big news.
Yeah,
Why the
yeah.
hell ain't Roger on here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do
Have
one
a
of those
talk with him.
spy videos.
Yeah, have a talk with him. Get him on here. We need to have him talking about the rings. It's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a big deal because
Oh
those
yeah.
are rings people keep forever,
They have the
and
sponsor's
the sponsor's name
name
right
and
on the
logo
ring.
on. Yes.
So that's
Yes.
a big deal. Who said that? Where's that? Oh, Rosa. Doug is already forgetting everything and not even gone yet.
What?
Because I forgot that you guys were the ring sponsor. Like I said, it
Hmm.
just didn't dawn on me. I saw the press release, but it didn't dawn on me. Anyway, and Rosa says, see you West Peeps this weekend in Reno.
Oh, cool.
So, but anyway, with that being said, thank you, Jeffrey, for being here again this week. Thank you for all the
Sure.
people that tuned in. We really appreciate taking the time to listen to us. If you guys have show ideas or whatever, and you want us to, or you even want to be part of the show, hit us up, and we'll see if we can fit you guys in here and there. We do have a pretty long list, but there's times when people can't make it, and this week happened to be one of them. We had like 6 people. One guy was at the vet. Another guy, literally, company just came over his house like 15 minutes ago, and he didn't know about it. Um, oh, I got this right here, Gary. Um, he goes, I'm still wanting to get the info from Sleece so I can try and replace all my rings I lost in the fire. Um, let me text me tomorrow, Gary, and remind me, and I'll try and get that stuff for you. Okay. So, anyway, other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys being here. Jeffrey, thanks as always. Great job. And we'll see you guys next week on This Week in Cardio at 5:30 California time, the only time that matters. Peace. We out of here.